Welcome back to another episode of Rusted Up Garage. Well, we have like 14 projects going at one time. We probably have 27 videos going at one time. So I don't even know where this is going to come out within the videos, but you guys have been asking for it. I keep getting comments, when's it coming back? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's coming back today. So be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's get going on some smart car content. Yep, here it is, the whole car. No, actually the rest of the car is still in the shed. Remember, we pulled the motor out of it and it has been just sitting. So I figured today, I got home decent and figured I would start on this project for fun, I guess, because you know, all my other projects are broken or missing parts. So we might as well get this one knocked out. So what we have here is the mighty 3-cylinder smart car engine that Mason lost oil pressure in. And we're pretty sure it is the oil pressure timing set in that end cover over there. So now that this baby has been pulled and sitting around for, I don't know, 3, 4, 8 months, I think we need to go ahead and take a few minutes and take it apart and get the motor lifted up out of the subframe here and open up the end and see what we can find. See if we can get this thing back together in the car and get this car sold. I need to get rid of a car, so this one has got to be sold. So we're gonna take off the exhaust first. You got the aftermarket exhaust that I put on it. We're just gonna get that out of the way. I'm probably gonna take a second here. We'll pull the harness, wiring harness. I may even pull this intake out of here to get that stripped while I can. I do gotta pull the wheel off, which I was getting ready to do before I started the video. And get the axle nuts off, get the axles out. And what else is there? I think that's it. Just the intake and that stuff. So just a few little things. I'm going to probably just prop you up right here and you guys can just, you know, watch me unscrew some stuff. And we'll get a few things removed and I'll come back when we have something exciting. Sound good? I thought so. Okay, I guess. Let's start with socket all the way. I mean, it does, for the most part, it's good, but like that, it just, I didn't have it all the way. Yeah, you try to put a spline drive socket on a 12 point, not happening. Okay. Oh no, that's reverse Torx. That's not spline. That's reverse Torx. Reverse Torx! Yeah, like forward Torx, but reverse of it.
Well, that's what the head of a Torx driver looks like.
That's what it does. That's what I know.
It's kind of stupid by Mercedes.
Oh, I know.
That's why not everybody wants it. Mercedes is stupid.
Yep. What size is that little guy? I need like a, I don't know, like an 8 or something maybe. It's got to be in quarter drive. Maybe 8.
Mine aren't gonna work. They're 6-point.
Let me see.
That's an 6.
Oh no, that works. Okay.
Had the radish. Leave that one on the side. And that
Or thread one of those in and then back this one off. Then we know how far we're out, you know what I mean? Like thread one in 3 or 4 threads to hold it. And then you can back that off. Okay, that's good.
Feel safe?
Yeah,
Not really.
I feel great.
Oh, not the size, but they're smaller on the side.
What size is that?
This is 14.
13?
No, it's significantly smaller. It's like that 11 maybe, or 10.
Yeah.
Bigger. That's 10, so bigger.
Here, okay.
Smaller.
Here.
That's it.
I can't see how this is going to go wrong.
I can't imagine it.
How many are there? Okay, now put that one in a couple threads.
Yeah. I'm just going to put it in easier to get to the location.
That's fine. Okay, well, just a couple threads in just so we have something there if this thing goes crazy.
You can take the gun.
You gotta take the other bolt out on the side.
I don't need it. It's just barely threaded in. Or anything like that. Yeah, I don't need the air. I just need myself in here. Well, maybe I need the air. Or ratchet or something. Just the hose is all wrapped right in one. No, it's good. You can go with
Where's
those.
that bolt? You're like, I don't
You good?
I think so. Is that it?
Yep. I'm letting the air go, so don't freak out.
It needs to come my way, huh?
Yep, it does. Yep.
Am I
You're
clear?
go down. Yep, you're clear.
Except for the lip on this side.
Yep, but now you can shuffle it that way.
Well, I can't. I'm probably gonna be trouble.
Yeah, but you're clear. See? Oh. Yeah.
Got any wires or anything? No?
I'm down. I mean, the one's looking everywhere, but you know.
Oh, yeah. See if we check.
It's the ocean way. Basically,
Is that what your plan? Is that your plan? Oh, blue antifreeze.
little teeny kind of all of it. That's how. Okay, you want to rock the engine out?
Figure out a way to keep this thing up. Why?
A little I know where to point up for now.
Okay, peoples. Flip this camera around so I can talk to you. Nope, can't talk to you. Too low. I don't even know. We're just gonna jack it up. Okay? So, as you can see by the looks, it's out. We just dumped it right down through. It seemed like the easiest thing to do after a lot of struggling. But what we need to get to is right into here. It's right about here. So from what I've been told is that there's a oil pump somewhere in this general vicinity. And that basically the chain goes back. So what our thoughts are is we're just gonna undress the front of this, which seems relatively to be a pain in the rear. You can't just like get there from here by the looks. We're going to just strip it back and see if we can see something. Probably not. So far, this thing's been a real pain in the butt. Real pain. Real pain. But let's get at it.
Just looking at this shaft.
Okay, people, I'm not sure where we left off because we kind of pulled it apart and was kind of just like, we have no friggin' idea. But if you look in there, that's where it sucks the old oil right there. Like that. Comes up this pipe, then goes through that whole thing and goes back out this hole. Like that, okay? Something happened in that area. Now, what's baffling here is the oil pump. We took it apart. So it is your basic, oil pump. Now, there is a ton of wear right here, here. That's actually a groove that's in it. That's not wear, but a lot of wear. And then there's a lot of, hear that? There's something that went through here. It's pretty bad back on the bottom too, as far as all the wear in there on all this flat surface. Something went through for sure the oil pump. As it comes in the bottom, goes through the oil pump, blows it down into the filter, comes back up through the filter, and goes through the engine. So we definitely know that there was a problem in this general area. But the question comes into what caused this? Something had to have been sucked through this to scar up that oil pump. This is the most oiled piece in the whole engine. So I'm just not sure where to even take this. So what our plan is now, or my plan is I'm gonna take off the intake here real quick, okay? So I can see where the bolts are at. Probably pull the injectors out of it. And then I'm gonna split the engine from the transmission here, put it on a stand, pull the pan off from it, and look and see what the bearings look like underneath it. Because really that's gonna determine where we take this project. Because I can tell you right now, this oil pump is unobtainium. It don't exist. You can't find it anywhere. I can get a new cover. I can't get an oil pump or this cover. It don't exist. I can buy a used one, but the question comes down to what did this? I can't just put a cover on it and say, I hope she stays together, because whatever caused this is in there. And obviously I can't go selling a car that has a problem like this. This is not what I do. So either I fix the car, or I rebuild this motor, replace this motor, take the car and put it out back and do something else with it, or I don't even know. So, but we're not gonna speculate yet. We're gonna get this apart, take a look, see what could have happened, and then kind of make the decision. I mean, I found used motors, but God, they're like $2,500 for a motor. I just don't know. But I mean, I guess I could buy it and then sell the car off. There ain't just a lot of money left in it once you do all that. But, you know, whatever. You know, same note, I need to get rid of this car. Unless someone wants just to buy a smart car without, you know, an engine and transmission for, you know, a couple, $2-3 grand or something, but it's probably not gonna happen. So, I'm gonna put you back on this stand and pull off a few more parts, and then we'll take it from there. That's pretty much what we're gonna do, because I don't know what else to do. I'm not a smart carologist, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's put you on here. Let's do something like that with you. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll be maybe. I don't know. But I guess I gotta know. Well, I guess I'm gonna get the engine stand, throw that on here, and pick all the rest of this crap up. So we'll be back when we get her on the engine stand. Okay, so we are back on an engine stand. We're on an engine stand. We were never on one before, but we're back. So now the plan is we're gonna pull off the oil pan, this wedge looking thing, because this is kind of how the motor sits in the car. It's kind of weird. I do want to drain any more oil that's left in it out of it. Okay, so here is the bottom end of this thing. So there's really not much here. Obviously 3 cylinders. But what we're not trying to understand here is possibly where that metal came from. Oof. Okay. That is a lot of thrust. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that is a ton of thrust. I mean, usually measure this in like thousandths, not like. It's a whole lot here. Does this seem like excessive thrust? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to bring it in here and show you. Thrust is when you have crank end play, okay? It's when the crank can move a little bit back and forth. You don't need a lot, you don't want a lot. There are specs for this, but watch this one. Yeah. That's like over 1/8 of an inch. That's like 1/4 of an inch of thrust. That's a little excessive, I would say. So I'm thinking we're finding where we might have got our material from. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple parts out of this thing, and we'll take a look.
Definitely not a thrust.
Oh yeah.
I can see it. That feels good though. I don't feel any grooves. That guy. Yeah.
I don't know how well, I don't know if you guys can see this in the old camera or not, but there's grooves big enough here. I mean, you can, they're big. Here's another one. That makes it worse.
Wait.
You can literally, I mean,
Well,
you
like
can,
that, they can see the shadow going across the bearing of the grooves. That's pretty bad.
I mean, there's nothing left of that bearing. Yep. Okay, so we are finally down to the nuts and butter right now. There ain't nothing left to this thing but the crank, and if I'm right, it's gonna be pretty impressive here, what you're about to see. So we're gonna pull this main cap back out, move this one back over here. And we're gonna pull out this main cap right here. So I think this is where the damage is at. Okay, so you just set that right there for a minute. So here's the crankshaft. Okay, you see that right there? I do believe that's the thrust. You see that? That's where this crankshaft has worn through this engine block. I'm pretty sure. So the thrust is here.
Move your hand, I can't see.
But if you look at all the rest of these journals, see how they're all smooth here? Look at this one. It's wore the crank down right here. See, it's smooth right there. That's a main. See, it's smooth. So that's supposed to be the thrust adjustment on this thing. As you can see how that's a machine groove here. You can see that.
Charge flashlight.
Oh. You can see That is not a machine groove. It's all rough. That crankshaft has literally been digging in to that main. Now, there is supposed to be, it's supposed to be like a flat spot here. This is where I'm assuming the thrust would normally be. I don't think it's a thrust bearing per se, or maybe it is, I don't know. I know the bearings are totaled in this thing, but I would dare say at this point that where this is supposed to run up against that crank, and that crank looks like this, that she's junk. So what it's been doing, look, it's perfect notch right where this thing's been sitting. So I would say at this point, I would really, holy crap, look at this front bearing. Look at this. It's all material from it chucking back and forth on this front. Yeah, look at it. It's all. Is that the? Yeah, this is this front one right here. Where it started to wear into that front block. I'd be willing to bet you. Look.
Started to push so far to the front that it started to chew the front main out of it.
Yeah. So there, ladies and gentlemen, and members of our jury, you wanted some smart car content, so there's the engine removal and guts. So what we've learned is that it lost the thrust, and with the clutch pushing it in, every time it pushed this crankshaft in, it wore a little more, and it wore a little more, and it wore a little more, until all them little filings and pieces of metal basically got sucked up by the oil pump. Once it was sucked up by the oil pump wore grooves in it, which then was allowing it to bleed pressure by, making less oil pressure than what it even had. And then finishing basically taking out the bearings. This is pretty much catastrophic. There's no reusing any of this. This crank's junk, the block's junk. I mean, because the thrust needs to sit in here, and now these mains are done. I ain't like you're gonna find main caps for a freaking 2013 smart car. I can't even get an oil pump. So, now we're on to plan something else, okay? I don't even know what to do with this thing now. I was expecting the oil pump to be bad, and maybe the bearings a little bit, but I wasn't expecting the crankshaft to be worn down from the thrust. But, you know, live and learn. So, I don't know. What do we do with this car now? I mean, what? A used motor is like $2,500. To this right here, $2,500. Do we put a motor in it and sell it? I mean, the car's worth like $6 grand, I think. So the time we get a motor here, shipped, and all the parts, we're gonna be in that thing $3,500 anyways. I mean, it's a couple grand on the table, but I don't even know. Or would he build something out of it? I mean, at this point, this is totaled. We know for sure. I mean, she's worth her weight in parts. That's what she's worth. And that's not a lot right now, considering it's plastic. But yeah, I don't even know. I don't know, maybe put in the comments. You guys, I mean, what do we do with this car? I mean, does somebody want to buy it? I'll sell it to you. Slightly worn engine. But yeah, I'm just, my brain just ain't thinking what to do with it. So generally I'm like full of like, I know what to do, but I don't know what to do, guys. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll bring the smart car back at some point, probably, maybe, kinda, should do something with it. I just don't know what capacity. But at least we got to the bottom of it. So you guys know what happened. The thrust went in. What caused that? I don't know. Maybe these motors have that problem. I don't know. I don't know if that's a common problem with these things, because I see a lot of them with a lot more miles than this one. I don't know. Something happened somewhere, for sure. So, but hey, it is what it is. On to the next one. Peace out, guys.